Springfield Echelon, 4.5-inch barrel. First shots, just gonna see if she runs. Gonna put them down range here and just see if she eats them all up here. Chambered. Very nice grip. Well, let's just put them down. Runs nice. No malfunction so far. These are two 5-round groups. I didn't zero the dot. I just took it off another firearm and threw it on her. This is at 7 yards, two 5-round groups with the Echelon. It looks like two. Let me get over here. There was two, and then two, and then one. That was the first set. Then the one I just did just now. 3. I kind of pulled a little bit. But that's what it was. I just moved it. I didn't even zero it. Today I'm just going to do a quick first impressions video on the Springfield Echelon. It's a 4.5-inch barrel. It has a decent grip. It's not super aggressive. Like, it's definitely nothing like an M&P, but the texture is still good. I like it. You know, it has like a kind of lighter sandpaper-ish feel to it, but it works. I prefer maybe something a little bit more aggressive, but I don't think you're going to have any issues gripping this firearm. I'm going over just, you know, maybe just pointing out a couple things, not necessarily likes and don't likes. This is the takedown lever. You have to lock it back, and then you pull this straight down. So that's actually very reminiscent of a Smith & Wesson M&P, which is probably one of the easiest handguns to take apart, if not the easiest. But I can tell you, I'm sure it'll probably loosen up over time. This gun has maybe 150 rounds on it. But I had a hell of a time getting this lever down, just to be able to take it apart. And I normally lube them up and all that when I first get them. But this is extremely stiff, very stiff. I actually tried to do it. I'm not going to do it on camera, but before I started this video, I went to try to use it again, and you really got to get an angle on it to get this sucker all the way down. It's very stiff. Just to point out real quick here, I don't want to waste too much time, you know, but you know, she's empty. For those that care about that stuff. Another thing to point out real quick is that you have these latches right here. Let's move that out of the way. You have these latches right here. You can probably see them right here. They're on both sides right here, and you can grab these right here pretty good. I actually like this design. It works really well. This is actually your slide release right here. It doesn't look like much. Honestly, it's pretty low profile. But I mean, it works. Some people might not like that, but I'm just showing you that it does work. It comes with 2 magazines, 17 rounder. flush fit like that right there. And then this one right here, it says 17 rounds on it as well, but it holds 20. I'll double check that information just to verify. But even though it only says 17 with the extension on there, I believe it holds another 3 rounds. But if that's incorrect information, I'll verify that, and I'll edit it into the video there. But this is the 20 round mag, but it doesn't say, it's not going to show you visibly 20 on the magazine. So just bear that in mind. That looks good though. Not a big deal either way. If you're going to carry it, I usually just run the flush mag anyways. So there's that. It's a pretty nice looking gun. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I do like the style. The serrations are very good. They're pretty aggressive. It's a little blocky. And its style kind of reminds me of a Walther PDP in that regard. Just because she's kind of a little chunky. But yeah, I had a Holosun 507K sitting around, so I just threw it on her just for the video. It runs okay. I'm going to put a Trijicon RCR on it whenever they come in stock and throw that on there. So this is just a temporary substitute until I get my RCR whenever they come in stock. You just have your standard, looks like just 3-dot white sight right there. And you can co-witness with this dot if you are wondering. There you go right there, if you can see that. Right there. Works well. Inside, I'm not going to take the gun apart, but it has what they call COG. I think it's Central Operating Group, and basically you can take out the internals. It's all serialized inside, and this is not something I have a great deal of knowledge to. This is still kind of a new thing to me. So if I misspeak, I apologize. But basically, you can take out the firing group, and you can put it into a different grip module. I don't know what they have available. I don't know if there's like a small, medium, or large. I like this the way it is. I don't really have any intentions of doing that myself, but you know, I'll look and see what they release down the road, and that's an option though. You know, for someone that may want to maybe a larger one or a smaller one. I think this is medium. You correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's medium. I'll try to double check that as well. Correct that in the video. But that's nice. I mean, if that's something that you know, people are into, and maybe they want a bigger or smaller grip module, maybe they'll come out with like, you know, something other than black. You know, maybe like some American theme thing. I doubt it. I don't know how that works, but that's but you know, it gives you more options. Just over here to trigger real quick. Forgive me if it seems like I'm rushing. I don't want to have a super long video on the first impressions. Just kind of want to get down to the stuff I consider more important. But I just want to show you the trigger here real quick. It has its little trigger safety shoe here, so you got to compress that first. And it's a little spongy. There's a little bit of creep in there, a little bit of creep, and then you get a break. Okay, and then we're gonna get the reset here. And right there, it's audible and it's tactile, not extremely noticeably tactile, but it's definitely there. So we're gonna do this again here real quick. Like I said, you got a little bit of creep right there. You can see me kind of sponging it a little bit, and then it breaks, and right there you can hear the click right there, and you can feel it in your finger too. So there's that. Actually, real quick, I can get a little readout here. Like I said, I have around 150 rounds on this. So we'll see what we, if there's any drastic triggers over to change as I march my way to 1,000 on this. So let's just get a couple quick readouts here real quick. Excuse me here. Let me see if I get this thing ready. All right, here we go. Try to pull it slowly. So 3.92. You always got to take these trigger gauge pulls with a grain of salt. You know, it's just the way you pull it can make a big difference, you know, being more steady. That's 3.13. So we're close to 4 pounds. Let me try one more time. I'll try to pull it slower. And I pulled a little slower and it went up to about 4.2. So there you have that. So you're looking at around a 4-pound trigger out of the box. At least that's what it feels like to me. So around a 4-pound trigger. This is probably a pretty good choice for a duty gun. As long as she stays reliable, of course. I've only put in around 150 rounds, and I haven't had any malfunction. So just to get that out of the way, I'll have a little bit of range footage that I'm going to just incorporate in the beginning part of this video. Just a little bit of shooting, and just running, just close range, 7-round groups. Just making sure I had this, that she was on point, this optic here. One other thing I want to go over real quick is they have a unique mounting system. I can't really show you this because I already have this optic mounted on, but it's called Viz, and I can't remember what it stands for, variable something, but it's called Viz, and it just basically, you can mount, there's no need for a plate. As you can see right here, there's actually a big gap behind here, but that's normal for a lot of optics, especially these smaller ones. I'll be curious to see what the RCR, how much more real estate that RCR eats up on here. I don't know if it'll eat it all up, but it has these little pins. Like there's like various little pin combinations that you basically set up in here. And I think it says you can fit over 30 optics. Can be mounted directly to the slide without needs for any plates, and it does work. Like I said, I have the Holosun on here, and I know anything with an RMR footprint is going to mount on here just fine as well. That's something more to look into down the road, depending on what optics you're running, but probably any of your mainstream optics, Trijicon, Holosun, Delta Point Pros, probably even, I would imagine, Swamp Fox, whatever have you, should all mount directly to the slide. At least all your main, kind of more mainstream footprints, RMSC, RMR, like I said, the Delta Point Pro. I would imagine the EOTech, trying to think of the name off the top of my head, the E-Flex, which uses a Delta Point Pro, would probably fit on here as well. I'm actually waiting for one of those to come back in. Mine had to be sent out to be repaired, and I believe they're just gonna send me a new one. But anyways, that's a different video for another time. But yeah, nice gun. You got your rail here. If you want to put your light on right here, so you got that right there. Pretty nice. Overall, very nice gun. Good grip texture. I like the trigger. It's actually a pretty good trigger. It's not the best, but it's a very good trigger, and it's, to me, the most important part is how it feels in the hand, and it feels great. And so far, 100 rounds in, 150 rounds in, excuse me, it's reliable. And real quick here, this is the mag release right here, and it works pretty good. Just to show you here real quick. It spits them out, no issues. I think some people had issues with these mags. Maybe, I think something to do with the spring maybe here at the bottom. I can't remember. It's been a while since I watched any of those videos. I've kind of been caught between a lot of stuff at work and family and all that. So I haven't even posted a video in a while, which I apologize to at least a few subscribers that I do have that I haven't listed anything in a while. This is just something I do on the side. Maybe try to help some people, maybe help make a choice, especially newer people. If anyone's interested here, before I close out this video, is that this is a holster I got from Nate Tactical. I am a fan of their stuff. I have used other of their holsters, and they usually make pretty good stuff. This Taurus for GX4 XL. I don't know, something just fell out of that there. I'll have to look. But It fits really well. You get a nice positive retention here. I've done reviews on, I'm pretty sure I've done a review on their stuff. Not this particular one, but for the Taurus, I did a review. But this is a pretty nice inside the waistband holster. I do carry this on occasion. I kind of switch between stuff. It pretty much runs flush here. If anyone's interested more in seeing that, you can always let me know in the comment section. But yeah, good holster, Nate Tactical. If you do have a Springfield Echelon on the way and you're looking for a decent inside the waistband holster, this is a metal one right here. And just to show you here real quick, you got plenty of space for an Optic. My RCR should fit on here just nicely, I would hope, when it comes. And as far as play goes, just a little bit of play here. See that right there? Just a little bit of play. Not as snug as my GX4 was in there, just a tiny bit of play. But you know, I actually could probably make it tighter. Probably maybe eliminate some of that. But anyway, not about the holster, but I just wanted to throw that in there because I didn't really plan to do a review on another one of their holsters unless it was like a new brand, which that's not. But yeah, Springfield Armory Echelon. Nice handgun, looks good. Feels good in the hand. 150 rounds in. Reliable. So far, that's a very small sample size. So, you know, stay tuned and hopefully here I get some more time to spend some more time on this. I'll, you know, post out a 1,000-round video down the road here and, you know, tell you, give you my thoughts and all that. So if there's any other questions in regards to the Springfield Echelon that I might have overlooked, just let me know in the comment section and I will get back to you as soon as I can to answer them. So, like I said, any questions, just ask. So thanks for watching and have a good day.